Hello, everybody. My name is Babs Alexander. I'm your international vocal coach, and I wanted to take some time today just to let me make sure I have it all. I do hope I have it right. But good evening. I am coming on this afternoon. Hopefully, parents have started to put their children to bed and just talk to you. My name is Babs Alexander. I am your international vocal coach. And I really wanted to talk today and just sort of just relate to parents with children. There are many times where children have a desire. You can tell when a child really has a desire to sing and want to sing, and they want to do more than sing. They want even want to act. And that's the one thing that I want to say, that's what I live for, is to take some time and just love on your kids. I want to make sure they find their dreams and make their dreams come true. And parents, this is why I want to talk to you and give you some guidance and give you step-by-step instructions to help your child get to where they want to be. It is nothing like being able to get on the stage. Story time. When I was about actually, it was the whole time I was in school, but it really got bad by the time I got ready to graduate from high school. I had a teacher, and I'll never forget her, Miss Key. She used to always say, "Child, what do you want to do?" I said, "Well, I want to perform on Broadway." She was like, "Okay, okay." Now, every time we ask you something, that's the same question you give over and over again. I said, "Well, that's because that's my passion, and that's what I'm going to do." So I'll never forget. I was 17, and my dad was filming me, and he was like, "What do you want to do when you grow up?" And I was like, "I want to perform on Broadway." And my dad was like, "Okay, okay." And my mom was like, "Yeah, you sure can, just as soon as you uh, get a degree in music." I was like, "Why? I mean, what's the problem? Why do I have to get a degree in music first? Why can't I just automatically go and perform on Broadway?" She said, "No, I want to make sure that you have something to fall back on just in case you don't get cast into the roles that you want to get cast in." I said, "Okay, Mom. Well, that sounds fair." So I did. I went to school for music education, and while I was there, I had a minor in theater. And I was so excited. I mean, it was so, I'll never forget Tommy Stewart. She was our theater director at Jackson State University at the time. And I then had to go on voice rest, and I had just got cast as an understudy in Pearly, I think was the name of the play. And I was so sad. I was just heartbroken because I wanted to. And if you haven't had a chance to hear about the nodules, I suggest you click like, share, and check out some of my videos, because I've been talking about different things along the way in the past weeks. And I really want you guys to take some time to, just follow along and come along. I am in the process of preparing a masterclass to help parents who have children, who have a passion to be on stage and don't know what to do or how to get started or where to go or who to talk to, whether I should have an agent or not an agent. We're going to get into that, but I want to finish my story. So back to Miss Key. One day it was Christmas time, and she called me in after school, and she said, "Barbara, come here." And I said, "Yes, ma'am." And she said, I have something for you. And she said, "Now, I don't know how you're going to get there, but I got something for you. And I think you're going to like it." And I was like, "Really? What is it? What is it?" If you know me, I'm a very hyper person. So she gave me the ticket. She gave me a ticket to go and see Mama, I Want to Sing. Man, I was so excited. I was so excited. I got to take a moment, because I just to even think back on that time, it was like you had given me $1 million to get a chance to see a show that I had known so much about. And I was just so excited. When I ran home, I must have ran all the way home, all 10 blocks to get to my little address. And I was like, Mama, Miss Key gave me a ticket to go see my mom on the stage. She said, oh, Lord, even the teacher know you driving them crazy too. So my mom took me and dropped me off because I had one ticket. I sat on the end and I was right by the stage. And the show was about this young lady who wanted to sing. But listen, I couldn't even enjoy the show. I cried so much because I had such a passion to be on that stage. I wanted to be up there so bad. I was like, oh my God, I gotta do this. I gotta do this. And it's something about, when I get something in my mind that I'm going to do, I mean, you might as well just get out the way and just let me have at it, because I'm going to do that which I have in my heart to do. So I'm telling you, I got a chance. I went to college. Like my mom told me, I graduated, and immediately I was like ready to go to Broadway. However, I wound up getting a job after bypassing Florida, but I got a job in Connecticut. I was trying to get a job in New York City at the time as a school teacher, but that was not working out. So I wound up teaching in Connecticut, and I debuted on Broadway in 2006 in an off-Broadway show on 47th and Broadway. Do any of you ever heard of Ain't Misbehaving? Well, it was Fats Waller's granddaughter, Sharon, and she had us there, and it was just I was so excited. You would have thought I had debuted in the actual Broadway show, because we worked so hard, tirelessly. I was working as a full-time teacher by day and an actress by night. And it was easy to just jump on the train and come going downtown and go to my audition. So I got a chance to really take some time to do some of the things I wanted to do. Yeah, that was just the launch of my career, but it meant a lot to me because I was able to bring my mother from Gary, Indiana on down to New York City and be able to see me do my dream. I mean, it's nothing like having a dream and feeling like you are fulfilling it and doing what you love to do. And you're sacrificing what you want to do. And you're putting all the money into what you want to do. But when I first got to New York City, I knew nothing about where to go, how to audition. I didn't want to look like a big green tree trying to get somewhere. I didn't even know how you find the auditions. I didn't know what about headshots or anything. You know what I did? I went and bought a book. And I'm writing you a book, so you don't even have to worry about it. But I went and bought a book, and I got this book. I sat down and I read that book, and every time I read one thing, as soon as I got through with a chapter, I was already putting that chapter into play. Well, guess what, parents? I am your solution. I'm not going to put you through what I went through. I went through all kinds of things. I even went to the drama bookstore and went and got the decals because, at the time they had the casting agents in the packet and you could just get them and you just randomly send the stuff out. Nope. I have done some step-by-step, pulled out the best selections of many things, and not just in New York City, but in California, in all places and aspects. I want you to understand from beginner to Broadway, how to land your role and cast your auditions. Now, listen, if you're interested and if you get, now let me tell you something. A child has to have a passion, a burning passion. I mean, let me tell you, when your child is really into this vein, it is so much that they get on your nerves because they're constantly singing, they're constantly acting, and where you would probably think they would go outside to do something. No, they're still working on their craft. They're not standing in front of the video game all day, but they're actually working on their craft. They know all kinds of songs. Listen, that's the parent I'm looking for. That is the parent that I am here for. So if you have a child and your child has a burning desire in their heart, and you know that that child needs to be on Broadway or any other major stage, then you need to come and join my masterclass. All right, there's 12 modules. I laid them all out for you. By the time you get through with my course, I'll know you're going to give me the feedback and tell me if it worked for you. Now, listen, this is not something that I just made up out my head. This is something tried and true. I have been helping children well over 30 years to get to Broadway, to get to American Idol, The Voice, the Apollo. I've even coached contestants for Miss Connecticut, and then I coached Miss Sweden for Miss Universe. So I have had an opportunity and a track record that has delivered guaranteed results. Okay. So now, if you are interested, I'm telling you now, make sure you drop me an email. Contact me at babs@internationalvocalcoach.com. Again, that's babs@internationalvocalcoach.com. And so let us have you sign up for that class. That class will be starting very soon. I'm going to give people time to register, but then registration will be cut off. So that means you got to get in here before the end of February, because after that, we're going to fly. Thank you so much, everyone. And thank you for taking some time to be with us. Again, this is Babs Alexander, your international vocal coach, and I look forward to seeing you in masterclass. I got to go through all of them and cancel.